James this one is next. This is from the producer Château Surain. This is Bordeaux Merlot 2019 vintage. Stay tuned, I'll tell you about this wine. Surain is a young winemaker in his family's domain, and they've been producing wine for 100 years in the village of Saint-Gervais. And so he really wants to, break the code. That is, he believes, and I do believe the same thing, which is, first of all, demystify wine, but also breaking the code. So I think a lot of people are, afraid to enjoy Bordeaux because they think it's too expensive. And I've heard that in terms of, say, French wines in general. So you can look at the high-end red and white wines of Bordeaux. They're expensive. There's no doubt about it, but that represents about 5% of total production. Then you have the remainder, 95%, which is almost all of Bordeaux, that produces reasonably priced wines. And living in California, I can definitely appreciate them. So I think the prices are completely approachable and something that I think a lot of wine consumers really are craving, such as perhaps yourself. And I get a lot of people wanting to, try Bordeaux or try French wines or try, other European old world wines. And there's a fear about the pricing being too expensive. And so I like to, ease the gas pedal on that, so to speak, and really think about this in terms of really lovely wines. And I think people sometimes really just want a nice quality wine, not spending a lot of money, and to enjoy on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, or whatever day it might be. And so I think this is an opportunity to be tasting his wines. Now, I'll show you the label up close. And I found this really cool label. This is probably the heritage label. There are other labels, and I'll show you the other wines that he is producing. When I looked at this, I thought, oh wow, I'm going to look this up. This is the village of Saint-Gervais. And so when I looked this up, the domain, the Château Surain, is right next to the Église Saint-Gervais. So it's a really beautiful church. Actually, here's a picture that I found online, and I think it's really cool. This is a beautiful Romanesque church, and of course I love architecture, have studied it at least informally, and definitely know the style. So meaning that if it's Romanesque, it's probably 800-900 years old. And so it's a really interesting feature that when I look at the New World, we just don't have any equivalency to this at all. Getting back to this wine, this is 100% Merlot in the back. So Adrian has recognized there's a need to trumpet call, so to speak, in terms of really approachable wine prices for great quality Bordeaux wines. And I think, I definitely second that, because I think that's really needed, especially in the United States. I think wine prices just keep going up and up and up. So perhaps well-known wine brands, you're going to see prices, I would say, increasing greater than inflation over 10 years. And, you can definitely pull wines from the old world, from Europe. One of Adrian's hopes is to break the wine code. That is, that I think a lot of people are obviously stuck on price, also believing that, there's this mystical quality about European wines, old world wines, that they're just not knowable, or they don't include the variety. And he includes on his bottles Merlot. So they are a Merlot producer, and that's something that's not, hard to find on the wine bottles themselves. And now I'm going to show you two bottles that, in addition to this bottle that I have to review. Now this is the News Drinker, and I think Adrian is really, honed in on that. I think that's something that, think about it today. We have lower calorie wines, low alcohol wines. We have wines in cans. We have, wine being distributed in many different ways, and I think this is a really nice opportunity to be tasting this wine. Heating corn too much makes it pop, just like a winemaker who gets heated from hearing that Bordeaux is too expensive, too old, and so on. I created Popcorn, a fruity Bordeaux wine that is fun and affordable. So it definitely fits in with his vision of producing wines. And this is, first of all, I think this wine is fantastic for a variety of foods, Mexican food, because I think a lot of people stay away from Mexican food and wine. When I think of Mexican food, I definitely want wine, because I don't want to be drinking, say, a higher alcohol content beverage. You can guess what that is. And I definitely want to, maybe slow down a bit, put the brakes on, but just to enjoy. And I think a lot of people think that most wines are not going to go with a hot and spicy cuisine. The tannins are developed and are going to handle any cuisine with a heat index on it, as well as a spice index. It's a lovely, lovely wine. On this wine, a nose of cassis, black, red bramble notes, mineral, violets, and pepper notes. Next is the palate characterization. So appreciable texture to this wine. Tannins are very evident, easy to appreciate. So blue and black fruit notes. Pepper, red tea, clove, and thyme. This wine is 91 points out of 100 points. More reviews to come, especially of the Château Surain wines. And again, you're going to find them up here in the YouTube cards. Thank you for watching. Let's stay connected. And in between videos, you'll find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and WordPress. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Share this video. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. And if you already have, merci beaucoup to you. I do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video, which will be very soon. Santé.